The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Liberty's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Flames will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The give to the tailback. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Bullock. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bennett. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rides the back and leaves it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Gray. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cradles it at the 35. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Caught behind the line. It's Bullock. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Moss. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Owls! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll try to get outside. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Flames trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Flames, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Gray. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. The Flames line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Bennett. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the back. Finds some fresh air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Finds his tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Flames come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Williams looking for a man. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bring in the heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Flames will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Williams will pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bullock. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Now they'll run the draw. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Williams looking for a man. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Skips away from pressure. Quick step and go. And he waltzes in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Now the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's great. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's great. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. To throw, it's Basco. Finds his man, it's Smith. Knocked off his feet. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Now the toss. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They'll send out the kicker here. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Wallace. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Hold and fire complete. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Gets the back moving. Got it behind the line. It's Gray. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Flames will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams will pass. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to run it. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Belcher. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams looking for a man. He makes a catch. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. At the 20, he's got space. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt. That one interception in the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Owls. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Vasco. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5. The Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
Wants to fire on second down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Running to the left. Oh, better look out. Plows through the defense. He's got 69 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air, it's Basco. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This time they'll go to the running game.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mobley. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Flames want to crank the tempo. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Mobley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air, it's Basco. A shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty.